we know about those 5 cases where the husband is intoxicated and beating the wife. There's 995 men who are not doing that.
Right.
But we're not interested in hearing about a man who comes home, quietly has a drink, eats dal chawal and goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's important to understand that the 995 are doing much better because
Obviously.
there is A, B and C supports in place. The parental unit and their support is important, and if we see that there is family dysfunction, because addiction does not impact the person, it impacts the family. As in your example, the husband is the one who is biologically, psychologically addicted to alcohol. His wife is still getting to feel the physical discomfort. She's more at risk of developing anxiety and depression. She's more likely to have more long-term negative outcomes for herself.
Right.
So it's a disorder that's impacting the family, and that is why working with family and their role becomes so important, but they are crucial and critical to positive outcomes.
How should families respond when somebody relapses? I mean, obviously, I'm thinking panic mode mein jana is the worst thing they can do at that point of time.
I would say this is something that we take months to go over and just coach every family member.
Right.
The most important thing for families to do at this point of time is A, to not get into a conflict or confrontation at that time. B, to always talk about their own emotions, how they're feeling and how it's impacting them. We oftentimes go into a discussion that becomes more combative and does not yield outcomes. And more importantly, for families to try and understand how they can seek out immediate help. They should always know these are not situations that you should manage on your own.
I just recalled another case. One of my friends, driver, chauffeur, had a drinking problem. He came to me because he couldn't see properly. He said to me, Baba, ja dekha de karke. He had optic neuritis because of alcohol. Alcohol-induced toxicity led to his optic neuritis, and hence his vision went down. I said, I'm sorry, there's nothing much to do. I can only give you certain drops to help you make sure that at least jitna hai utna rahega. I can't increase your vision at this moment. If you keep drinking alcohol, you are going to lose your sight. He eventually lost sight in one of his eyes. He went to a withdrawal center, went to GMC probably. सब किया, medication किया, but he did not have medication because he knew कि मैं दवाई खाऊंगा तो I'm going to puke out in a while. So he stopped medication, बंद कर दिया. He started having alcohol again on a daily basis. One day I went to this friend's house. We had a dinner. I saw the driver, feet swollen. मैं बोला, bro, your kidneys are shutting down. ऐसा non-pitting edema, पूरा swollen, everything.
So he's ARDS in its terminal stages.
He died. Why couldn't he control himself? What was happening there? उसको मतलब I couldn't figure out. He was just 35 years old, यार. क्या? What went wrong?
As I said, I think what we've discussed over the conversation, all I can say is we have to look at the person's biology, the psychology. And I wish I could have that one punch answer for you.
I know.
But I want to impress upon you as well that there's always more than meets the eye.
Obviously.
And what is most important is if only we were able to do more for him and have some more meaningful contact.
Okay, I'll ask you some quick questions and give me some quick answers. Someone who drinks on weekends but can't stop at 2 drinks, what should he or she do?
So this is known as an epsilon binge drinking pattern. If they feel that there is a problem, that they should definitely seek out therapy. Therapy works wonderfully well for such individuals.
A smoker says, my smoking helps reduce stress. How do you respond clinically to this situation?
Help me understand what other ways you would cope with stress before you start smoking.
Right. A doctor binge drinks after a very heavy work day. What do you tell them? He knows everything.
I want to understand what brought him to my table.
Oh, nice. A spouse had to quit drinking, but the other spouse keeps on drinking and hence can't quit.
Well, I think this is a marital unit issue, and we have to look at the both together and see how we can move past the problem.
अच्छा अभी ये तो we discussed first कि even a drop of alcohol is not good for you anymore. How do you handle travel, weddings, functions?
Are you asking me or like?
Yeah, I'm thinking भाई तो मतलब an ideal world is I don't think it happens कभी.
Oh, you should definitely try the Meta Quest.
This is fun. What changes by one month of recovery? What changes at 6 months of recovery? What changes do you see at 1 year of recovery?
I would say first the biology reverses,
Right.
then the psychology, and then the social part. I'll keep it very simple. 1 month in, you're feeling more energetic, you're more active. You start feeling like how you were back in the days. 6 months in, you are in control. You feel more productive. You are back in the flow and you are loving it.
Right.
1 year down the line, all of the relationships that you once saw strained are now seemingly the most polite and pleasant part of your life. Your spouses are happier, your parents are happier, your friends are looking at you and they are thinking, wow, we don't know what happened, but in the last 1 year, this guy's pulled a 360.
Right.
And I would say that's the expectation to keep in mind.